Hi guys, I'm Andy and welcome back to Backpacking UK. If hiking, backpacking and wild camping are your thing, please hit that subscribe button because that's what this channel's all about. Right, today I'm going to be packing up my Osprey Kestrel 48 backpack with all my ultralight backpacking gear. This is my summer gear, everything from the tent, the sleeping bag to the clothes and even what I eat. This Kestrel 48 is already a really good balance between lightweight and comfort. So as I start packing my bag, I'll be going through exactly what kit I'm taking and what it weighs, and I'll be weighing my backpack at each stage. So first of all, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put all my sleeping gear in there, then my clothes, then my cooking kit, and then all the miscellaneous items. So let's start packing. So first up, I'm going to put my bladder in. I've got a 2.5 litre reservoir. So this is the base weight of my bag. Let's see what it weighs. So the bag weighs 1.9 kilos. Next up, I'm going to be putting my sleeping gear in this Osprey Kestrel 48. I've got a sleeping bag compartment at the bottom. So my OEX Fathom EV200 sleeping bag's just going to go in there. I'll just use the compression straps only a little bit just to make sure I can get it in there nice and easily. Now to start packing the main compartment, I've got my brand new 3F UL Gear Lanshan 2 Pro tent, weighs about 1 kilo, it's nothing. It's a trekking pole tent, so that's partly the reason why it's so light, is because it doesn't have poles. I've also got my Antor Supply Co Ultralight sleeping pad, that's about 500 grams, and also a classic tiny little Trekology pillow. So that's my sleeping kit in there. Let's see what that weighs. Now with my sleeping gear in there, it weighs just under 4.7 kilos. Next up, I need to pack my clothes. I'll be wearing shorts and a t-shirt, but what I do need to take is some spare socks. I use merino wool socks, even in the summer. It's mainly because they don't smell at all. I'll use my lightweight Rob Borealis soft shell jacket. Just stick that in the front, just in case it gets a little bit chilly at night. Take a spare t-shirt for the next day, and I'll also take some trousers, mainly for the evening, or if it gets a little bit cold, or just if there's lots of bugs around and I'll just want to cover my legs up. I'll also take just a little merino wool base layer, just a little vest just to keep my core nice and warm, and spare pair of boxer shorts too. As you can see, in the summer your clothes don't take up much room at all. So let's do a little weigh-in. So my Osprey Kestrel 48 now weighs 5.8 kilos, but that's got all my sleeping gear in and all my clothes in there too. So now I need to put my cooking gear in and my food. I'll be carving up for a couple of days beforehand, so my reserves will be absolutely chock full, so I can get away with some lightweight meals just to fill up that little bit on my way. So I've got a couple of summit to eat meals, one for dinner and one for lunch the next day. So I've got chicken tikka with rice, weighs just 126 grams, that will go in. My next one is chicken fajita with rice, which I'll have for lunch. That's 128 grams, that's nothing. I've also just got a new brew in the bag coffee, which I'll be trying out. If it's any good, I'll give it a review, because I will feel very tired in the morning. I'll put a few SIS, Science and Sport hydration tabs in there, just really good electrolytes. Just means your body retains more water, really important when it's hot. So I'll put a few tabs in them. I'm also going to take as little water as possible, probably litre and a half. But when I get close to running out in the streams or tarns or lakes, I'll use my little MSR trail shot just to fill up my reservoir. I've also got a little collapsible 500ml Platypus water bottle, which I can fill up that too. Now, as for cooking, I've got my Soto thermostat cookset combo. I'm not going to be using all of it, just the main big pot. I'm going to be using my Soto Windmaster stove and also 100-gram canister, so that will go in here. And also just my little Sea to Summit cutlery set. And next day, after I've had my coffee, hopefully it's a good one, I'll be having my fuel porridge. These little porridges don't weigh a lot, but it's quite good because they're protein porridges, so they'll really help your muscles. So let's give this a weigh in. So my Osprey Kestrel 48 backpack now weighs just under 7 kilos, but that's got my sleeping gear, all my clothes, all my cooking gear, and my food. So next up, I'm just going to pack up my miscellaneous bits and pieces. What I'll do, if it's really sunny, I'll put sun cream on the day that I go, but I won't actually take that with me. You know, hopefully it'll be all right for the next day, but I'll put that on before I go. But I'll be taking some hygiene things, toothbrush, toothpaste, a little antiperspirant, a little pack of hand wipes, a little towel, an eye mask and some earplugs. So this is a hiking trip, so there is a risk of injury, hopefully not, but I will be taking with me my Ultralight Life Systems micro first aid kits, just 135 grams. I'll be taking Life Systems head torch and also power pack. And hopefully it's sunny, so I'm going to take my shades as well. Now I'm expecting it to be nice and dry, so I don't need a sit pad or a sit mat. I shouldn't need this either. So now I'm just going to close it up. Okay, let's give it a weigh in. So my Osprey Kestrel 48 is weighing in at 7.6 kilos for my sleeping gear, my clothes, my cooking gear, my meals and all the miscellaneous parts. Now my 3F UL Gear Lanshan 2 Pro tent is a trekking pole tent, so I have to take trekking poles with me. These weigh about 400 grams, about 200 grams a stick, super light. They're about 40 quid, so I just need to include these as well. So that's it. Let's just give it one final weight check. So here we go, this is the final weigh-in. It's just over 8 kilos, but that does include the trekking poles, which I'll probably use most of the time I'm hiking. So here we are, all ready to go on my hiking trip and my camping trip. God, it's so light. I wish my bag weighed this all the time. It's so nice having an ultralight setup. This is really nice. So a setup like this, I can even get away with taking 2 litres of water with me, and this will still only weigh 10 kilos, which is nothing really. And the final thing, always take a rubbish bag with you. That's going in. Right, so hopefully you got something out of this. This is my ultralight backpacking gear. It's really meant for summer. Don't try and do this in winter, you'll get so cold so quickly. But for summer, you can get away with lightweight gear, and to be honest, that's where the budget gear really excels. So I'll put the links in the description for all my camping gear, but if you haven't before, give wild camping a go. It's absolutely brilliant. When the weather's nicer, now's the time to do it. So if I haven't before, stay safe and hopefully I'll see you out soon. Cheers.